Women's Australian Open is a part of the tapestry for every female golfer that calls this island nation home. Every player with their own story, their own memory of walking through the gates to watch the world's best players in their own backyard. And for many of Generation Now, those memories would have unfolded on the Melbourne sandbelt. But the second wind of the Women's Australian Open actually began here, on the fairways of Royal Adelaide Golf Club in 1994. The inaugural Women's Australian Open dates all the way back to 1974. Then, a 54-hole event, it made its debut at Victoria Golf Club, with Hisako Chaco Higuchi taking home the title. Sadly, the event folded after 1978, and it wasn't until 16 years later that it returned to worldwide schedules. And as a 72-hole event, it came back stronger than ever. No country has won this event more times than Australia. The first ever winner was trailblazer Jan Stevenson at Manly Golf Club in 1977. Jane Crafter, a popular victor in 1997 at Yarra Yarra.
And Jane Crafter taps in. She is the Toyota Women's Australian Open champion for 1997.
But none have been better than Kari Webb herself. Just 19 years of age in 1994, Webb was an unknown quantity as she made her professional debut at Royal Adelaide Golf Club, where she watched Annika Sorenstam begin her ascent as one of the world's best ever players. Just 6 years later, Webb would win the first of her 5 Women's Australian Opens.
Winning my first Australian Open was at Yarra Yarra Golf Club, and I hadn't played great at Yarra. So for me, I think it was just the mental challenge of learning how to play at Yarra, and I'd won a couple of Australian Masters, so it was really nice to get the double and winning the Australian Open. I think there is a different challenge when you're playing at home. You know, obviously you have family and friends that are there and you want to play well in front of them. The Australian crowd are pulling for you, and that's always been great. You don't get that around the world where you have 100% crowd support. I don't think we can expect to have more than 2 big events in Australia, but it'd be great to have a few other smaller events sprinkled around it, just so the young Aussie girls get an opportunity to play some professional golf at home, and I think it's just great for the development of the game for them.
Had it all under control and very sweet for Webb. The winner in 2000, 2002, 2007 and now 2008.
The likes of Minjee Lee, Suo or Hannah Green, all desperate to etch their names alongside their idol and mentor on the Patricia Bridges Bowl. And now, many of the next generation's earliest golfing memories will be made here at the Women's Australian Open in Adelaide. The golf balls of their favourite players signed and placed on the mantelpiece, waiting for their owners to make their mark in this great event in the decades to come.